Hey, it's Jason. I'm here with the 91 Range Rover Classic, and I'm a fan of the carcovers.com car covers. Those are two D1s. One of those covers is over 2 years old, and I put a nice ceramic wax on my cars, and I keep them under car covers. I have a bit of a Land Rover collection, so I'm not really off-roading these or doing anything too crazy, the ones under the covers. But I want to keep them clean, so when I do take them to a little car show or something like that. You can see back here on the 93 Defender 110, it has a big roof rack, and the cover does not go all the way down, but it still gives me the windshield, the hood, and a better part of the sides coverage. So I started thinking, well, maybe I can just get like a Chevy E350 cover for a big conversion van, and it would enable me to cover the vehicle. So I measured the height of the 91 here, and with the rooftop tent and the awning that unfolds, it looks as though the E350 cover will fit. So I ordered it, and I'm curious to see once I put it on how it will do. Now, I'm doing these more for dust. I keep them under a covered carport, but it's open because I like to be able to bring equipment in and out, so it's not fully enclosed. And like my tractor wouldn't fit this way if it was fully enclosed, because I got to kind of drive it through the back and the sides to get it in. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this Classic under the port. I'm going to open up the E350, which is Chevy Express van cover, but I did notice the material does not seem the same. But this was the most expensive one and high-end one they had for the E350. So I'm not just sure if the size of it means you don't get that same material, but this is an outdoor cover, so it should work fine. And I'm not going to get a ton of rain because, again, it's under a cover. It's just going to be the sides. So let me pull this up, open it up, put it on, and see how it works. The trick, in my opinion, to putting these on is I'll unfold it and I'll show, and I'll pull it all the way to the top. Okay, so I have it laid out, and I believe the height is going to be okay. I know when I ordered it, the length was probably going to be a little bit longer, but I was trying to take into account the awning that I have that comes out and the width, so I want to avoid that. So the trick I do to put all of my covers on, usually I start at the hood, and I do the same process at the hood, but given it's kind of tight under the carport with the tractor and that rooftop tent, I'm going to start in the back. You kind of keep it like a burrito, and the cover will have a note that will say front or back. You can see this is the front. So I basically then take this and I throw it up on top. So I'll take the cover and I'll get as much on the top of that hood, or in this case the tent, as I can. And then it won't fall off. It will be enough hanging on the top. And then I'll pull it to the front, to the hood of the vehicle. So then this will effectively be going from front to back, and then I'll open it up on one side as if I was opening up like a taco, and I'll pull it down, and then I'll do that on the other side, and then I'll kind of pull it back and forth and adjust it. Now I will tell you, if I was driving this vehicle every day, absolutely not would I ever put it on a car cover, or would I even have those under a cover. However, I drive this vehicle once a week. In the winter, even less. Everything is on a trickle charger. These are on solar. So it's not a big deal because these are leisure vehicles. It's kind of like a hobby. So even though it may take me 15 minutes to get the cover on, 5 or 8 minutes to get it off, and it's kind of burly and heavy and pain in the butt, it's well worth to keep it nice and clean, as you can see here, versus dust and pollen. And even though it's under a carport, it's still exposed on the sides and the back and the front. So let me go ahead and drape this thing on, try to get it covered, and we'll see if my measurements are accurate. So when I said I kind of just pull it up and over, this is a high vehicle with the tent, so I get on a 6-foot ladder and I start pulling it back towards the hood. Once I have it back towards the hood, I'll open up each slide and drape it, and then I'll pull it and move it back and forth as needed to level it out. But this is a pain. It's not easy, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, if you want it covered, it's your best option. Now what I do is get directly in front of the vehicle. I put enough on the tent that I can pull it down, and I'm in the middle, and I'll just take this and pull it towards me. And with me being in the middle, it's not going to fall to the left or right. So once I feel like I have enough in the front, then I'll open it up and I'll drape this to the left and this side to the right. So now that I have enough pulled up and over, you can see that I'm starting to drape the left and right at the hood. And then I'll do the same in the back to give me something to bite on. And then I'll basically walk along the vehicle and I'll pull these sides as if I was like wrapping it into a burrito shell. I have the back positioned, the front positioned, and then when I say I kind of open it, you can see how I'm starting to pull this side down, and then I'll get to the other side and pull it over, and it will like split and cover it. The trick though, when you take this off, lift the front up, lift the back up, and pull it, and then fold it in half. So that way you can roll it and put it back on. If you just rip it off like a maniac, it's going to be a pain in the butt to put back on. On the other side of the vehicle, and I basically just take my hand and I just start draping it towards me, and it's going to open it up so I can put it up over that awning, and then the sides will just fall down really smooth. So it's just a matter of like pulling it from the front to the back and then splitting it open and dragging each side slowly. If you have a tent and stuff, it can get kind of hard because sometimes it wants to hook. So you got to be very careful that you don't just start tugging things and getting frustrated. Have a 6-foot ladder, be patient, and assume it's going to take 20 minutes. Have it completely split over the vehicle, more to the left than the right, but it still gives me enough now to come back to where I started. And when I said you can start positioning it, I can basically drag what I need to give me exactly what I'm hoping for. One cool thing I like about this cover, it does have built-in straps, so you can throw it under the vehicle and clip it with these clips. So I have the cover on, and you might be thinking, well, Jason, it's not as form-fitting as the D1 cover and all of that, but it covers it perfect. A little bit longer than it should be, but this was the only way I could cover the full width and height because of the tent and the awning. So it's not going to be form-fitting because the vehicle stops right here, but the awning protrudes out. The vehicle is right here, awning here, so this is empty space. But with the awning on it, not a whole lot I can do about that. And it has the elastic, so even if wind was to try to get under here, that elastic's biting underneath. We do get pretty heavy wind gust, but this is protected by the back of my garage, a fence, another vehicle, and protected from the top. So I think I'm going to be okay. I have it strapped in the back. I have it strapped, in the front. I have it strapped here in the back. And that's how it looks. So it is a little bit saggy, as I expected, but I can tighten that up. But this is hopefully going to give me the full car coverage that I wanted for the 91 Range Rover Classic. I would not do this if you were going to keep the car in a parking lot with no protection or wind brakes, because this much extra fabric would definitely cause it to blow. However, it's not going to be in that position here, and it gives me enough to cover with the tent, the rack, and the awning. I know you probably have an idea of how to put a cover on, but hopefully the tips I shared were useful, and hopefully if you're looking for something, you can at least see what it would look like. This is a 2017 E350 cover on a 1991 Range Rover Classic with a tent, a 23-0 tent, which is a big apparatus on the roof and an awning on the side. Thanks for watching.